going out on Tuesday, putting in a full week this week. So I had a pretty good, decent little Monday yesterday. So let's get to it. I logged in just around after 10. I think it was 10:03 or something. So I didn't get an order till 10:40. It is Tuesday, but anyway, 6:10, 1.3 miles, Starbucks. By this time, I had already been at McDonald's, waiting around. Went all the way back to the east side of town where Starbucks is. Was heading back to McDonald's, got this order. So I was just happy that they saw me online at this point in time. So delivered by 10:52 at this point. We got there at 10:51. 285 base pay. Loving that base pay thing. 320 or 25 tip. That's pretty good. So 11:05 took about 15 minutes. It was back at McDonald's. 5:35, 0.5 miles. Yes, we're gonna do that. You can tell there's 285 base pay included in that. Delivered by 11:14. Got there at 11:12. But already we're over an hour in. We only made $11. So, but base pay 285 again, 250 tip. That's pretty good. So, 5 minutes later, 685, 1.9 miles McDonald's. You can tell there's 285 base pay in that too. So obviously loving that again. Deliver by 11:31 on this one. Got there at 11:30. So we're kind of trying to make up some ground here. An hour and a half in, $18. That's definitely not good. But it is Tuesday. We're putting something in the bank. So 24 minutes later, 4:35 McDonald's, 0.7 miles. It was actually less than 0.7. I don't know why they'd route me around there like that, but they did. Deliver that by 12:03. Got there at 12:01. So we're making up ground on the 2 hours in, 22. That's not good, but it is Tuesday and we're putting some money in the bank. So $1.50 tip. But I mean, it's not that far. 285 base pay again. So, all right. 4 minutes later, 6:10 McDonald's, 1.3 miles. This took a long time, and this is what irks me about McDonald's sometimes. I saw my bag and my drink sitting there, ready to be put in the big bag for probably four minutes, maybe 5 minutes. And finally, I never do this, but I'm like, hey, can you bag that, please? I said it in a nice way, and they finally did. There's kind of a slower girl there that she doesn't even work. She just kind of roams around and mops. I don't know. So she ended up doing it. The manager came over and apologized. I'm like, no, it's cool. Just give me my stuff and I'll go. So delivered by 12:16. I didn't get a screenshot, but I delivered it. It's 12:25 before I could even get the delivery. I mean, I did deliver it, but another order came up. And this is another issue today. So we were way late on that. I knew that, but got a raise, a shopping order, 5 items, 673, 2.6 miles. I remember this order well because of just today. It was pretty simple. Got everything done, but one item was rotisserie chicken, and it was kind of the last loop I was going to make. So I went, and they were gone. So I went behind the deli, and I said, hey, are the chickens behind here now? She's like, no, we're cooking them. We're out. And she's like, I have to do a heat test on them, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking, I could have easily gone over to the rotisserie chicken, taken a picture of it, and just said, they're item unavailable. No problem. But I did end up waiting on this one. So delivered by 12:45. I'm sure I was late. Only 3 minutes late, though. It took about 5 minutes for her to take a chicken out and give it a heat test and put it in a box, and I was on my way. So, but we're still kind of gaining. It's almost 3 hours in. We're at $35 for a Tuesday. It's not bad. 373 base pay. I don't know how they calculate that, but $3 tip, good enough. But at this point, I'm already thinking, okay, 673, 2.6 miles. I gotta wait for something. I mean, I had to wait at McDonald's, but this is 610 for 1.3 miles. Why am I even shopping at this point? I'm really starting to reconsider why I shop. The orders are not as good anymore. They used to be, but I don't know. Starting to reconsider the shopping. We'll get into that a little bit later here too. But so it's 12:25. No, sorry, we got there. Anyway, we got there 3 minutes late on that one. Then I get a 1081 shopping order, 6.4 miles, raise 7 items. I mean, that's bullshit. I didn't even notice that it was alcohol. I just looked at the mileage and that, and it was going up the canyon. That's just bullshit. That's what I mean. There's shopping orders. It wasn't even worth it to go like 2 miles and shop for 7 items, 9 units. I'm sure there's some duplicates, but just not worth it. So I declined that one for sure. 12:48. Took 11 minutes to get this order. 5:10. 0.8 miles. Prineville Coffee. I was at McDonald's, and Prineville Coffee is a couple blocks away. So did that one. So I'm talking about, like delivered by 106. Got there at 106. 285 base pay. The base pay is a game changer as far as shopping orders go. And at this point, I'm thinking, dude, I might even turn my shopping off and just deliver bags of food to people. I know people that do that. They don't like to shop. And it's a pain in the ass sometimes. But anyway, it's $40 3 hours. We're kind of gaining a little bit on the per hour price there, but it's 106 anyway. Another 285 base pay. 106. And then I get this 1170, 3.7 miles. Grocery outlet, 12 items. I used to think this was an okay order, and this one wasn't that bad. I like grocery outlet. I know where everything is. I looked at this as a lot of duplicate items, limes and lemons and a couple, some cauliflower, whatever. So I did do this one, deliver this one by 140. Got there at 134. It's more like it. Not great, and that's actually not that bad. So we're at 52, 3.5 hours in though, and it is Tuesday though. I'm actually kind of feeling good because I was kind of fucking with people at McDonald's earlier. Is fun, but so 134, 513, 3.4 miles. Raise 1 item, but 4 units is 4 cans of beer. And I'm thinking, even if I was even if I was in the store, that wouldn't even be a good order, dude. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? I don't know what the tip was there. I don't know the ratio. Now I'm really thinking, God, these shopping orders suck. But 134, 3 minutes later, I get this. I took this one. I was far away. At 624, 3.1 miles. 3 items, pretty easy. Grocery outlet. I know those. Actually, I knew one item would not be there. It was saltines, some exotic brand. Of course, they were not fucking there. But they had a good substitution pretty quick. But on the way there, I'm like, okay, dude, this grocery, why am I not taking these $6.10 McDonald's orders, and I don't have to shop? So these people that are ordering food sometimes, or ordering groceries, are kind of sucking. But I took this one, so bad on me. Not bad on me, but I delivered by 157 on this one. Got there at 154. We're 3 hours and 50 minutes in. We've actually kind of caught up a little bit. I mean, sometimes the grocery orders are guaranteed money. And you don't have to wait. If you can find the items, if you think you can, then you do it. So we're almost at about $15 an hour on a Tuesday. So that's actually not that bad. $3.50 tip. Base pay $2.74. I don't know how they calculate the shopping base pays, but yeah. So 205. I look at the map, and I've shown you guys this before. Near Chubby Chicken. Previously busy hot zone, but that 9 months ago, they're not even in business anymore, dude. This is when DoorDash is reaching out and saying, "Hey, we're trying to make it look busy for you guys," when it's really not. And what I did was I actually ended the dash at that point in time. So there's a dash summary, just over 4 hours. 4 hours, $58. It's actually not that bad, but the reason I did that was to look. I always look at Redmond for some reason. I'm not going to go there, but as you can see, it's slow there. It's just slow. It's 2 o'clock. It's slow. I'm thinking, man, should I go home? What, there would be average offer wait 48 minutes if you're not platinum, and 10 if you are. And then I checked our guaranteed rate available here. It's available. Usually not a good sign. So, but I did get back on. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try I blocked myself from 2 or 2:07 to 4 o'clock. And just said, didn't expect to get an order. 100% did not expect to get an order, but aren't too many, But it turned out a little different. So 2:07, I get back on. 4 minutes later, I get this 585, 1.4 miles Taco Bell. At first, I thought this was going to the school. I read the map wrong, and I was bummed, but it was actually ready in a quick order. So it's at 2:11 right now, delivered by 2:23. Got there at 2:18, so it only took me 7 minutes to make that. They were ready, so that's awesome. 285 base pay. I'm really contemplating not doing the grocery orders as much, or maybe just declining a bunch and hitting my acceptance rate. But So it's $2.18 now. 3 minutes later, I get $8, 3.2. Now this one, delivered by 241 from Taco Bell. I knew there was not 285 base pay, and I know why. I'll show you in a second because. So I took this one for sure. There's a shortcut up there too, and I think they were ready again. Delivered by 241, got there at 234. Yeah, so 7 minutes early. If you look down at the bottom, it doesn't say customer tips from Taco Bell as a CCC. So these guys ordered from the Taco Bell app. I'm almost certain of this. But they left a $6.03 tip. But base pay is only $2. So I think the $2 is like if it's ordered from an app, like from the store, instead of the DoorDash app itself. That's my theory for right now. But anyway, we're 27 minutes in after 2 o'clock and $13.88. I'll 100% take that. It's better than the lunch rush itself. So, 234. 5 minutes later, get 685 plus 1.3 miles, McDonald's. I wasn't even close. I was coming back. It's funny because I got back to McDonald's and there's this guy, I don't know, new guy in a white Suburban. I know it's cold today. He always runs his truck and keeps the heater on. I get it. It's not that cold. I mean, it's pretty cold, but he's new. And I was just thinking, man, you're wasting gas. But in this town, you can get away with gas mileage with these short trips. You know what I mean? But anyway, I got there. I thought for sure he was in the store or McDonald's picking up something, but no. So I pulled up, went in, grabbed it. I think it might have been ready too, and left. And it was short. I wanted to get there so fast and come back and park right next to him for some reason. I'm kind of having fun just fucking around with people a little bit. So 685 anyway, 1.3 miles. Delivered by 249. Got there at 246. 285 base pay again. $5 tip. I mean, $5 tip for that short? Thank you. The tips, I don't know. I'm having a good little second dash here. 38 minutes in. So, 246. I can't see the time because fucking Uber was doing some shit up at the top there. I'm sick of Uber. I never even get Uber orders. I don't even know why I turn it on. It turns off sometimes too. Anyway, it's because I can, I guess, but not viable in this town for sure. Anyway, 1979, 5.1 miles, delivered by 346. 2 orders on this one, 18 items, 27 units. I looked at it, and there's a lot of produce and a lot like limes and lemons, and it was easy. So, and I was actually almost done with this one. Contains restricted items. That's important for later. It's actually cold medicine. But so delivered by 346. While I'm in the store, I'm almost done shopping for both orders. I was kicking ass, and I got this add-on, 654. It was actually kind of easy, too. Additional 0.2 miles. It took my shortcut away, as some of you know, but who cares for extra 650 plus. So took that one, too. So now I got 3 grocery orders. It's hard to keep 3 orders separate in a cart sometimes, but today was kind of easy. And fuck it. And I'll figure it out. It's not rocket science that we're doing, so. I delivered that one by 3:55. That was from the first delivery, so we did get that one there. I can't show you the time, but it was definitely by 3:55. And 7:04, 450 tip, good on her. Pretty easy to dial that one in. And then I got the other 2 there by 4:04. This is where, I mean, it's not a big deal really, but the second order was I had to check the ID for the cold medicine. So I get there, I knock on the door, no one's answering. I call the lady and she's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm at your house. Are you at so-and-so?" She's like, "Yeah, but I scheduled that to be delivered at 5. She was still coming home from work or something, or was at work. She's like, "My son's there though. He should be there. He has an ID." And I'm like, "Well, he's not answering the door." She's like, "I'll call him, let him know, and call me back in a couple minutes." So I'm waiting there, and I'm like, shit, I don't want to have to return this stuff. I did keep the receipt, thank goodness, but, so I called her back, and she's like, "Didn't he answer the door? He said he was at the door." I'm like, "No." And so finally he answers, and he's sick as shit. And so I did feel bad for him, but finally got that one delivered, but ended up, so hour and 56 at that point. $5.98 tip on one and $5 tip So those are pretty good. Those grocery orders helped a lot for that second little dash. But I ended that at just a couple minutes later. Was heading home. Actually, I'm just like, it was a pretty decent little Tuesday. Hour 59 for $48. I'll take that pretty much all day, every day. So we did end the dash there. It's cold. I just wanted to go home too. I was just had a kind of a fun day. I had a comment yesterday from someone on the video I did for Monday. Ed, I don't know his last name, and he's like, he was telling me how he always says order not even started when I get there. But then he's like, hey, stay safe and keep having fun. And I was having fun today. I was fucking with people at McDonald's. Yeah, at one point I saw him lined up 3 deep in the McDelivery aisle, and I'm like, I'll make it 4. I'll sit here. I'll take 1 out of every fucking 4 of your orders. So kind of having fun. So good on you, Ed, man. I appreciate you. But anyway, yeah, so let's break down the day. 58.77, 29 dash pay and 29 customer tips. That's not good, but if DoorDash is going to be paying me more, who cares? I mean, that wasn't a great dash, but it was almost $15 an hour, 4 hours. I was active 2 hours and 9 minutes, more than half the time. So I'll take that. That was our first 4-hour dash, and then a second dash obviously was only 2 hours, 48.56, 19 DoorDash pay, probably because of shopping, and the customer tips are 29, so that's much better. That's pretty good actually, but 2 hours active, hour and 21 minutes. I was shopping, so, and I got multiple orders, so that helped. 6 deliveries on that one equals out to be $107 divided by the 6 hours, so we made $17.88 today on a Tuesday. That's crazy. I'm super stoked on that. 6 hours, $17 an hour for kind of having fun and fucking around with people a little bit. So, mileage. So I only drove 41 miles today. The grocery orders obviously help that immensely. They always have. But you guys will be shocked, not shocked, but that ends up being $2.60 a mile, $2.60 a mile. That's what I'm talking about. That's small town love right there. And I was not stressed one time today. I really wasn't. I was a little mad that the guy took too long to answer the door and give me his ID, but who cares? It was done. It's fine. $107. So on the week, or just Monday, Tuesday, and 211 already. DoorDash pay 89. DoorDash tips 122. 13 hours, just over 13 hours. Active over 7. 32 deliveries. Very important. There's a little volume coming in now too, and that's what you need to do well here. I mean, I'm not saying I did well or I'm doing well right now, but I'm doing better than I have in months, basically. I don't know. It's almost like the old days. The old days, a whole 5 months ago. But so that was the day, and then also, so for the week, just 2 days. Monday, Tuesday though, 16 an hour during the day. Pretty much lunch rush and some bogus mid-time before a dinner rush. I did notice there was not really a dinner rush last night. I don't expect there to be one tonight either. So I'm not mad at that. I mean, I don't know. I only put in 13 hours. I'm going every day this week. I'm not going full bore, but that's good enough for, government work as far as I'm concerned. So, and the ratings. You guys know I'm not trying, and I declined some offers today. But the acceptance rate is at 93%. On-time rate is at 100. It definitely saying that the order has not been started yet when you get there is helpful. I'm always going to do that from now on. Completion rate, that's plenty for me. I don't even have to unassign things anymore. I don't get shit stacked orders. I'm only getting pretty decent orders now. It's one thing I like about McDonald's. They don't really stack orders on McDonald's. So I think I'm going to start hanging out at McDonald's a lot more, to be quite honest. So anyway, those are the, I was born at 4:42. My mom always used to text me. I don't know why I took this photo. I didn't do it for the video, but anyway, miss you, Mom, love you. So that's the week so far. 2/11/53. Monday, Tuesday, 13 hours. Loving it, dude. I'm liking the changes you're making, DoorDash. I never thought I'd say that, but I do. So I hope you guys are doing good, man. And like Ed says, hey, just stay safe and have fun and have some fun out there. I hope you guys can find a way to do that. And I'll get back at you tomorrow, Wednesday. We're going to go out. And until then, peace out.